Hello everybody and welcome along to West Asia Premiership Rugby. It's Dubai Hurricanes versus Doha Rugby here in the Sevens Stadium. Excited to have everybody joining us today. Sorry about that music there, just a little bit of music in the background, but we've got a big fixture. It's West Asia Rugby Premiership, Doha and the Canes, 8 o'clock kickoff, which means only a couple of minutes away. Let's take a look at the team, starting with the away team, Doha RFC, Matthew Memory, Gilliam Bardo, Matthew Raper, David Brook-Drake, Zane Marks, Sam Mackey is the captain, Alex Cullen and Fai Mafili Ilisara is your forward pack for Doha. In the back line, Sam Webber, Max Johnson, Robert Connolly, Dorian Vindigol, Michael Brink, Paul Schwartz and James Phillips are going to run the back line, run the cutters, and to bring some punch and extra impact into the game. Jack Cooper, Hendricks Botha, Guy Briggs, Thomas Robinson, Chase Beneto, Morgan, Martin Torres, and Johan Henry Bizudin Hout. The head coach, we're not too sure, so we'll make a Matthew Memory for the start off. And your home team here, representing down the Sevens of the Dubai Hurricanes, the hosts, Bradley Endelrich, Wendell Vessels, Rian Barnard, Pio Tani Matuku, Siddhant Mura, Lucian Jansen, Martin Mangwiro, Ruan Stenkamp is your captain, the number 8. And the referee's about to come out to the field there. Andre Gerber, Boris Hink, Co Emberson is on the wing. Elliot Speed, Alex Glashan, Marcus Cornelius, and Jean Kuti. They're looking to put some extra pace there in that back line. And in your reserves, Benji John, Luke Burns, Sefa Waka, Jovi Kendrayati, Janos Bruver, Charles Lippert, Daniel Furrow, and Ollie Savage there for the Canes. It's going to be a big one. The back in the competition, the back in the EU Rugby Premiership, back in the West Asia Premiership, and it's absolutely exciting to have these teams back in. So as you can see, teams are already on the field. We are about to get underway, and without further ado, let's bring you live coverage. So a big early start here. Doha playing right to left in the maroon style jersey, and then Hurricanes playing left to right in the grey.
Too close? Too close, yeah? It is 100. Enough?
But like you'll zoom in a little bit and out a little bit. But not too close to the camera, bro. You can be heard on camera. Okay, say a little more referees after the kick. Did he get it?
Yeah,
He got it.
it's 5.
So extra 2 points.
5. No, no conversion. 5-0.
5-0. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Missed it. Whoopsie. Shit, would have gone the other way. Okay, cool.
Yep.
Quick apologies there, not sure what's going on with that audio, but we'll remove that for you and try and give you a bit more, something a bit more uplifting. So Doha leading the Canes 12 points to 7 here, 18 and a half minutes gone. And it's bang on halfway. Hurricanes with the feed. You see, nice strong push there from the Canes. It's momentum forward, this one going out wide. Little wraparound play, looks like the ball going up in there, but he's regathered it. But I think it's touched a Doha player there, so referee calling that one back. And it was a double knock on at the end of the day. So this is our second match of a West Asia Premiership, Canes Doha. Canes back in the UAE Rugby Premiership, the West Asia Premiership. Doha back in the West Asia Premiership as well, which is absolutely fantastic. What you're also going to see is you're going to see Doha having double ups or double headers. Double ups, I suppose I've called them. Double ups here in these matches, which basically means the score that you'll have here will be the score for the considered 2 matches from the home and aways. Just the first time back in, I believe. It's just to help save it on the bank balance for everybody. So a massive scrum there by the Canes. This one, though, still in Doha's hand. Lots of opportunity, lots of space to run. Nice inside and out. In fact, he got away from his opposition player. Sneaked through it. He's making his way down the field. A nice, beautiful pass. Seen some low balls being picked up lately. Finally taken the ground, and Canes looking to drive over the top. Looking to settle. Maybe the referee in the way on that one, but opportunity again. Bar a couple of loose tackles. There's been some really big hits here, early exchanges. Only about 20 minutes into this match, first quarter. I've seen both teams really put the big hit on when they had to, when they needed to, which is awesome to see. Huge shout out to everyone who's subscribed to the RCC channel as well to help this initiative to bring you more rugby. That's our aim. The aim is to try and bring as much premiership as possible. And so what we need is support from you guys, subscribing, leaving notifications, comments, likes. And we're going to look to get some sponsors on board to help with these productions because they are expensive. So, yeah, if you know anyone that can help out the clubs, please head towards the clubs and put your hand up or have a chat with them. Help the RCC deliver more productions. So Doha here, stealing the ball, looking for a little break. Looks like he's about to take his shirt off. Hurricanes play on the wrong side of that one. And a nice, well, he held his feet. He's still going. What a trooper. Breaking through. Some nice crisp passing around the back, little loop-de-loop. Numbers for days here, and he's got some speed on the outside, but well covered there by 14 from the Canes, and a little knock on brings that flurry of play to a halt. Some really great enterprising play there from Doha. Great to see them back in the competition. They've had a couple of games. They've played Bahrain twice. They had a friendly before the West Asia kicked off, and then they've had their first round where they played in Bahrain. The first time they had the friendly, it was a bit of a trolloping, but then in the second game, man, did they come back. Tell you what, a week makes a massive difference, and Doha really stood up in that second match. Unfortunately, going down by a few to the defending champions for West Asia, but it really was an absolute pearler of a contest. So it's probably one of the best beards I've ever seen on a scrummy. That's a beauty. That one too low down around the feet, knocked on, and they're going to come back. So Doha with a huge opportunity here to add some extra points on the board. I tell you what, 22 minutes in, 23 minutes in, absolute tri-fest. Points galore, that's what we love to see. Bit of running rugby. If you are not too sure, there's on the same channel here in the RCC, not that I'm saying to disappear, but there is the closing out of the other match, about 10 minutes or so to go in the match between Bahrain and Harlequins. That's happening down in Abu Dhabi at the moment. Another tight contest going on down there. I'm not going to spoil it, so I'll let you go over and have a look at that video, after this one. Some really great stuff, some really great rugby here. You do kind of think, you wonder sometimes, when a team is out of a competition for a season or a few seasons in Doha's case, maybe a little bit of rusty, but there seems to be absolute no rust whatsoever. All you've seen is quality across the park. Top quality, absolutely ridiculously good. Yeah, we just passed the 400 subscribers mark as well. We've got about I think it's 210 people watching live, so that just shows how attractive the rugby is here in the region. People want to see it. Many more watching in a group, so there might be 200 odd screens being open, but shows like this kind of rugby is what people want to see, and it's here in the Gulf. That one there, unfortunately, going to ground. Of course it does that as soon as I said something like that, doesn't it? In fact, we've got 260 people tuning in at the moment. 260. That is absolutely stunning, so thank you everyone for tuning in. Doha with the opportunity here to extend their lead out. They'll be on beyond that extra meat pie that the Canes will require. So let's have a look here. How's this kicking? If the cameraman zooms out, he does. Zooms out, cups through. And it's an extra 3 points there for Doha here in this West Asia Premiership. 15 points to 7. The visitors are leading the Canes here at the Seven Stadium. Man, what an absolute contest. You can see what a great stadium. You've got 3 fields in shot at the moment. Rugby going on in the background and the far side as well. Oh, maybe it's not rugby. Maybe it's another sport. So Hurricanes with the restart. And well taken there by Doha. Collected, they'll set their ruck. Let's see how they exit out of here. Not the easiest, in fact, no, you can't. That's one of the coach killers. After you've scored some points, you don't want to concede straight away. But now the Canes, early opportunity to get themselves back on the board. Only the 8 points difference. So kick it into the corner. That's the one. That's what I like to see. Sure, they're going to look to set up a driving maul here. It's been a bit hard work, but you've got to back yourself. I think this kind of pressure, it'll just mount pressure if they keep those forwards. They keep the ball in the forwards. Try and draw in a few backs. Let's see, where do they go first? First we've got to collect it to the front, and pressure put on by Doha. Ball bobbling around, spits out the back. This one being shared. And Canes, yeah, extra roll there. That one, unfortunate. So great opportunity there for the for the Canes. My goodness, too much rugby going on. Opportunity there for the Canes, gone begging, and they'll have to work their way back up the field. Ball kicked out, pushed a long way upfield, in fact. 35 metres out from their own try line. Talking about the sevens, they got some internationals, some World 15s, women's matches coming up. I believe it's Ireland, Fiji. I do apologise because I do not remember the other ones, but I'll figure that out before the end of this match. But some internationals being played here at the sevens as well, so quality rugby all round. Doha here though, opportunity to move themselves forward. Oh, nice evasive. Hurricanes need to make their tackles. And double blow of the whistle. This just looking out for the player there. The referee wanted to have a talk to the captain. Hopefully it's only just a talk. You know, it looks kind of casual. Just kind of, how's your mum? Big press this season is about the tackle height. Needs to keep it down, so I think it's one of the conversations to have in there. If my mime or my hand signals are any good. And Doha here with an opportunity to extend their lead, so they're looking for a kick at goal. Kicking is such an imperative thing in the Premiership. You see it was a huge weapon in the first couple of weeks. Bahrain used it really well against Doha in round 1 of the West Asia. And then last weekend you see all the teams really, it was essential. They were kicking from a long way out, kicking from the 50, the 60. This one a little bit simpler, not too far out. Approaches well. Beautiful strike there. Goodness gracious. That is an absolute weapon to have. 40 metres out on the angle. And he's got the extra 3 for Doha. So they extend their lead 18 points to 7. Doha lead the Canes here in the West Asia Premiership. Big push now from Doha. 10 minutes before the break. It's that special time. Canes, they'll need to find some probably more consistency than anything else, just to get themselves back into this one. Try and build a few more phases. Need to get over that 5-phase kind of period. Oh, ball nearly spilling out there. In fact, it was. So referee calling that one up. Yeah, Canes here for me. They just need to build a few more phases. Keep the ball in hand, grow up with a bit of confidence. At the moment, they're struggling to build more than 5 phases. So for them, it's about that continuity, that consistency, composure. A few C's for you, CCC. Watching in Doha, family watching in Plymouth, UK. Thank you so much. Chancel on the go. Sania, commentary. You're welcome, mate. David Ferrier, Doha number 12 on fire. Lovely comments, absolutely beautiful for the game, beautiful for the players. Remember, they jump on afterwards, and obviously everyone loves to watch themselves play a bit of footy. So players, they'll see these comments, so please leave your comments for your favourite players, your favourite teams. Obviously everyone loves to be supported, and no difference here, so absolutely brilliant. I have to say, there's been a few talking tos in this one. If you're a lip reader or a sign kind of person, you want to throw in your comments your thoughts of what's been said between the referee and the players. Well, that's I don't know what to say, type of reaction there from the Doha player. So Canes with the kick, and that's all they need to do. It's only the first half. There's no need to panic at this point. And this one in a good position, centre field. I have to say, I'm quite curious about these high tees. I don't know what you think about it. If you're a kicker, the high tee allows you obviously a little more height. Get under the ball, get that lift. This one pushed, and a nice strike there. So Canes grab an extra 3. 10 points to 18. Canes trailing Doha here in this Premiership match, but they've got to score before halfway, so that's exactly what they need. Gotta love the support here too at the sevens. You can look around the ground itself. People everywhere really do put it on when you get to the sevens stadium area. Lots to do, lots to see, lots of people, lots of great energy. I'm not too sure if you're one of those guys that's got the both screens on. You'll see there's the Bahrain and Quinn's game is another tight one. It's a close one. Doha losing a man to the bin for 10 minutes, so that's going to give a great opportunity for the Canes to get some extra points back into this one. They don't show the naughty cheer, unfortunately, in this one, but 10 minutes they'll have to play without the extra player. Doha, they do what they need to do. They'll need to keep possession, and they've actually kicked it, so they're looking for more for the territory, even with the man down. This one, not a great kick, but bobbling, so hard to pick up. Of course, outside the 22, I think he was outside the 22. No, it doesn't matter. This one remains in play. And the man with the beard, bringing it back. It's some nice meters on this one, but this one looked a bit high. I think the referee's going to call it high. And double whistle as well. I think you might see another yellow card here, actually. It's called him over. Could this be an equaliser? He's kind of talked to, he's had a chat with him before, and it is. It's going to be a second yellow, so 14 v 14. That's how it's going to look for the pretty much next few minutes. I know Mum's not going to be happy about that one. Kahu being sent to the naughty chair for a high tackle. Hard one to do, but those are the rules, and it's for the safety of the players. So referee dishing out yellow cards left, right and centre. If you're not got your tackle technique correct, you're going to get caught. Rebecca Cooper there, giving a shout out to number 3 from Doha. Huge appreciation, thank you, Becca. Jasmine, Donovan, all tuning in on the live stream here. Again, massive thank you for everyone joining in. Over 100 people joining in from different parts from around the world. In fact, let us know where you're tuning in from. It's been the UAE. We've got some statistics that we've over 50%, about 52% of people are tuning in from the UAE, but 48% of people are tuning in from other parts from around the world. UK, South Africa, the United States, Singapore, obviously Bahrain and Doha, those West Asia Premiership teams. It's a big shout out to everyone, especially here at Doha, tuning in, or Plymouth in UK in some cases. Oh, great take. A little bit struggling for that one there, but he did it, he got it. And that's not a mistake. There's 2 yellow cards, yellow card apiece, only about 60 seconds, 90 seconds apart. And we're back very shortly. Oh, Doha nearly skipping through there. Opportunity. But they're coming back for the penalty. This one here, but a little bit messy here from both teams. They'll look to have a chat about that at half time, I'm absolutely sure. They'll look to tidy that one up. Both sides have a few things to tidy up, in fact. And Doha here with the opportunity to add a few extra points onto the board. Again, confidently taking this from a long way out. I said it's going to be important for all teams this season. Kicking is just becoming absolutely incredible. This one a long one and just off to the side. It's not able to add the extras there for Doha. And that brings us to half time. So as you can see, 18 points to 10. Doha leading the Canes. 2 yellow cards. Oh, naughty boy cheers going on there. But that's the way the first half rolls. Leave your comments in the comment section. Let us know your thoughts about that one. Confirmation of the score, 10 points to 8. And we'll be back shortly. Back into the Rugby West Asia Premiership, Doha versus the Canes. Dubai Hurricanes versus Doha RFC, and it's Doha leading 18 points to 10 here in this West Asia Men's Premiership. 2 yellow cards, that's right, you see it correctly. Double yellow, kind of the possum sitting right there. So they'll have about another, both teams will be about 5 minutes without the extra players here in this one. 40 minutes. Not sure where Doha looking strong in that first half. I have to say, definitely, obviously, giving them, they got the point advantage, they got advantage on a few parts of the field. And let's see what they can do carrying on from here. Quins, if they can keep string some phases together, they'll be able to get a few extra points on the board as well, but not the start they were looking for. Just as I said that, and I do apologise for saying that. Oh my gosh. It's always that commentary curse, isn't it? So Doha there pushing down into the corner. Sorry, I've got a bit of a text at the same time. So Doha with the early opportunity here in the second half, 5 metres out. Canes were here not too long ago in the first half. They were unable to capitalise. Let's see what Doha can do with their opportunity. Canes, though, getting up, but falls into Doha's hands. And here we go. Wide ball, slightly behind the player, but he's got some momentum and he's gone forward. He slammed it down. And that's a big try there for Doha here in this match early on, only 90 seconds into the match, and already a bit of a statement try there from Doha. Takes them out 23 points to 10. Oosh, that's a biggie. So the boys from Qatar, they've been practicing, that's for sure. That was a bit of a statement. That was a bit of a put down too. The old Hulk arm comes out, slaps it down, smashes it to the floor. This one, easy conversion there for Doha, so extending that lead, 25 points to 10 here. West Asia. I do apologise, oh my goodness. So Doha, the first strike in 90 seconds, that's exactly what they want. Just need the ball. It's always the case, isn't it? You always, you want to get on with the show and no ball. This nice high one. A bit of a ping pong to get us back underway. So Doha again, ball in hand opportunity. This one being flung really wide. Max Johnson there from Doha just had one of those wild ones sent away, but Hurricanes putting on some pressure here. There's a big shout out to Dorian Doha number 12. That shout out coming from Being the Foundation. It's a bit of a different name, isn't it? Being the Foundation. And a few more subscribers coming onto the RCC channel as well, now up to 104, so 4 extras. So love you guys for joining in. Doha now looking to spread. This one again going behind, so Max there just needs to sort out a couple of things. And Hurricanes all over the scrummy there. But Sam with the beard, he's the one who's put it back. So Doha, a little bit different. That one actually looked forward. They're going to go back though. And it's going to be another high tackle. So kind of a rinse and repeat. Kind of the story that's been happening for the first few weeks. Players really finding it hard to adjust, especially in the moments. So it's just a bit of it's a tough one for these players to adjust to. You know, it feels all right to go a little higher, but the laws are what the laws are. So you either get with it, or you might have to just come back later. I want to say something else, but I'm not going to say those kind of words. I'm going to give an extra shout out the Doha sponsors there in the top right corner, making this possible. Obviously, you have to travel quite a bit, travel to Bahrain, travel to the UAE multiple times. There's definitely a lot of costs involved, and now with the production side of things, you know, getting on behind to bring you this coverage so you can tune into these games, and hopefully you're enjoying the coverage. I do apologise for the ground atmosphere sounds not there tonight, but as it is the start, we will have that sort of with you and for you very shortly. I've got a few comments coming through, a few one-liners. He's the man with the one-liner, I tell you what that. The Canes kit gone through the dryer and shrunk. It's all the tight tees is what we're getting. It doesn't matter if you're a forward or a back, you got the tight tees. I think the All Blacks went with that one too, and it hasn't really turned out for them, but let's see if it's working more for the Canes. I have to say, you can tell they're all working out. They've all been to the gym. They got the pecs. It's the gun show. Thanks for that one, Matty. So holding on the call there. I have to ask you, Matt, if you're tuning in, mate, are you wondering how that Sammy, number 9 for Doha, how he keeps his bed so clean? In fact, if you are from Doha and you're wondering, and you know how he keeps it so tidy, so pristine, throw it in the comment sections, let us know. Doesn't take it nice and cleanly, but not to be. So, Doha. It just seems every time the Canes get an opportunity to set a platform to strike, just as that one moment that's just not handling that pressure or that right moment. So Canes needed to really just, again, it's not necessarily it's not a skill thing, it's just getting that consistency or that composure. A bit more complacency. This one up. Doha well collected. Bring their way forward. This one, that one looked forward, I have to say. Referee letting that one go. So it's one of the ones you get away with. And if you watch NRL, you see a couple of doozies in that. If you're a Warriors fan, we don't want to talk about forward passes. Referee picking something out, obstruction there is called. So this one going to the Canes. Yeah, it's one of those things. Forward passes are one of the things that happens in a game. sometimes you get them, sometimes you don't. I know we can all see it from the outside perspective. There's so many things going on for referees, and so just a big shout out to the referees. UAE_rugby refs. Jump on the Instagram, support the rugby refs, and if you want to become a ref, we'd absolutely love you to support the growth of the game. That's where we need it to happen in the officiating. So UAE_rugby refs, and help the game grow from the youth all the way through to the seniors here. Actually, we talked about not just the tight kit when it comes to the tops. We talk about the tight kit when it comes to the shorts. I've got to ask them how they do it. It's pretty tight around the bum there on a few of those players. So the kit, but I have to say it is looking very sharp. Very sharp Canes kit there. So looks the look. And Canes now looking to build the pressure. So this is what we talked about, these moments. These are the moments that Canes just need to take a hold of. Like, they need to grasp these ones because they're down by a couple of scores. In fact, down by 3 scores. 15 points the difference here. They've got the home advantage. They've got this territory. Now it's just that you execute on here. You gotta think maybe keep it safe, either go to the front or look for the one right over the back. That could be an opportunity for them. So first things first, just get the ball. Oh. Well done, great. Oh, but not straight. See, that's what we just literally talked about. Sorry, it's probably my fault. All the Canes fans out there, do apologise. But that is just another moment there. Just goes big in for the Hurricanes. Lets Doha off the hook, takes the pressure away. It's happened from 2 or 3 times. Raven Ritchie, Doha baby. Even got the little devil face on there, the emoji, devil face emoji there on the comments. Again, with you from the Canes, Doha. Throw your comments in the comment section. Remember, players do watch this afterwards. So they're always great to get the support. Great to support the RCC, moving forward, more rugby production, getting more rugby available to you throughout the Gulf, which is what we want. Oh, beautiful. Canes putting pressure on the scrum, but illegally. They're not driving straight and driving up, the referee says. And of course, as any good forward, likes to beg to differ. I'm not too sure. Oh, this one, a big mistake there from Doha. So opportunity now for the Canes to strike back. And they're looking zesty, looking like they want this opportunity. Great pass out wide, create a bit of space. Nice inside ball. Oh, taken out hard from the side. And this one, I think he's called him up high. And so apologies about the cards. I think the cards are over. I believe they will be. Fortunately, we don't have the luxury of knowing when the player comes back onto the field. So just why both teams have a little powwow. Yeah, seriously, I wish I knew what they were saying. We're going to, in the next few rounds, we're going to look to get these referees mic'd up if we can, so we can just hear what they're saying. And just as I've taken the yellow card symbols off the scoreboard, looks like I might have to add them back on. Now looking here, guys, I just want you to look after yourselves, and look after the other players. There's no need for the handbags to be thrown. I've got to kind of make up some other stuff, but it looks like it definitely is about the high shot. There's been a few calls for that, and we are going to see another yellow card. So Doha making a collection of yellows. I knew I had them up there for a reason. So another high shot. One day they'll learn. "15 minutes in, 25-10, Doha lead the Canes." What's your score predictions? Who's going to score the next try? Who's going to put on the next big hit? Who's going to barbecue the braai tonight? So Canes, great opportunity. They had a solid scrum all night. Great power there from the pack. They got the advantage too. And number 8, like a good number 8, try to be cheeky, try to pick it up and go. But there's the number 9, the other cheeky guy, who's going to take off for a run. And like any good centre, straight into the ball, run it straight. They like to say he's done it. He's back in it again, that number 8. Number 8 for the Canes. Not sure which one is that is. Oh, but great defence there from Doha, getting over the ball. In fact, he really wants the ball. Number 8 for the Canes, I believe, is Ruan Steenkamp. Actually, the captain. So the captain's knocked there for the Canes. And the referee having another powwow. In fact, if they had the pipe, they'd be loving life right now. But I'm pretty sure it's just getting a little bit out of hand. So referee, I'm pretty sure, just telling them to just take it easy, lads. Take it easy. Rugby's the winner on the day. Oh, it's pointing fingers. Oh. Okay, so both captains having to tell their teams. We've been in this. If you play rugby, you've been in this situation many times before, lads. We try to get away with it. We're not getting away with it. Let's calm it down. It's pretty much kind of the conversation that happens. Or if we want to be spending more time on the sidelines. Apologies, just having a little technical issue here. Get this back up ASAP. Where is it? Hey man, there's no thing coming through. Was it in the tier deck? Quickly, bro, get that baby bag on, brother. Is it plugged in? Huh? What does it say on the screen? Is the power? What's the power say? But how much power? How much? 1-0. It should be like 99. What's the is the power plugged in? Is the power pack working? What's it saying though? I don't know what it's saying. Okay, quickly off, quickly on, but you check the power bank, bro. There's power's on there too. Is it plugged in USB-C to USB-C? Okay. Short cord, yeah, the shortest cord you've got. Okay. Fuck, why is it on Type-C? Just check the power though, keep an eye on the power, yeah? So it should be going up. The power should be going up. Because obviously it's just gone out and just died, so that's if it was at 100%, it should still be at 100%. It shouldn't be going lower. Double check the connections. Doha scored again today. I think so, yeah.
Yes. Maybe it was not connected properly.
Apologies for that. Technology.
Yeah,
Bit of a network issue out at the Sevens at the moment. And they are getting that fixed. And so I think it's a bit of the tower as well. So sorry about that one. A little bit of an update though. I do believe Doha has scored again, so I'm just going to double check on that one, on that score. It's always the way, isn't it? Jeepers. Looks like another opportunity for them down close by the line too, so again, just bear with me while I get confirmation on exactly where it is. And I can confirm that the score is 30 points to 10, Doha leading the Canes, so apologies for missing that try, especially to the Doha fans out there. I'm sure the Cane boys are, they're not too worried about that one. But Doha there scoring another one and extending their lead out to 20. 30 points to 10 is the advantage. And it looks like they're just taking a short water break here at the moment. And during this break, just a big shout out to the sponsors of the teams as well. You can see them up there in the top left, top right. So the top right is your sponsors from Doha. The top left, sponsors from Dubai Hurricanes. It's what makes these productions possible, to bring you live action and to bring you, hopefully, as the weeks come on, we'll get you better and better coverage of all the games. Looking to add a variety of commentary from the different teams, different players. I look to add in a few extra things as well. I won't tell you exactly, because I'll make sure we keep our promises. But other little nice things too, for as far as graphics and that. So Doha rumbling forward and rolling over the try line. They scored us up another one, so they're going to extend their lead again. So it's a quick score after the water break. 35 points to 10. Doha now really showing their dominance here in this West Asia Premiership match. It could be a long road back for the Canes. hard going, bit of tough going, but a nice, beautiful try there from Doha. Rumbling forward, using their big men to find themselves the chalk, the try line. And you've seen that a lot, especially the big boys these days. Doubling up, teaming up, powering forward. Obviously makes it a lot easier to get the momentum. And just trying to see which player that was. That's number 7 from Doha. Mr. Alex Cullen. Mr. Alex. So Alex Cullen from Doha there, rolling across the line, dotting down. Be a beer on him tonight. 1 round for the team. And just let you know that obviously that conversion there, flight to the side. So the Canes with the kickoff, and it's just not clicking for them tonight. This one going out on the full. And you can see there, the Canes lads, just the body language kind of explaining just the battle they're having at the moment. Andre Gerber supporting the Canes. Canes number 9. Which is funny. We've seen a comment from Andre Gerber on the comment section, and we actually see he's on the field playing. So someone's either on his account or something different's going. Huge push by the Canes. Unfortunately, just not straight back out the tunnel there. So unfortunately for the Canes. We could have a competition here if you like for best dressed, or the sharpest looking forward and the sharpest looking back, or maybe the ugliest looking back we're going to go for. If you want to tuck that in the comment sections, let us know. The prettiest forward and your need some work to do for your backs. Who's your votes going with? Mornay, go Dorian Sun, Doha number 12. And of course, Doha number 12, Dorian Vindvogel. I don't know if I've pronounced that correctly. Or Vindvogel? Windvogel. I'm not butchering it right now, but I'm just trying to see if I can pronounce that correctly. It might be Dutch, Belgium maybe. In fact, it might be Mornay, might be the other half, or the better half, looks like. That's love and support right there for you. In fact, obviously you can tell it took me a few moments to click. Doha, though, opportunities on their narrow side, and they've done some really good work down the blind, give themselves another 10, 15 metres. And the man with the number 1 haircut taking this one forward. It's funny, he's got the 0 haircut, but he's got a number 2 on his back. And great pressure there from the Canes. You can see some really great skills here from the Canes. Oh, and just it's just these little things like that. So unfortunate. They had a stellar game last weekend. And they got back into the started back their Premiership. This just seems like a bit of a different team here, unfortunately, for the Canes. In fact, the young fellow has actually now moved off to the side after that hit. It was a big hit from Doha. Called the Doha dump, I think. a big limp there from one of the Doha players as well. So, is that number 8 or number 13? I believe actually Doha might be back to their full complement. So let's take their yellow card away from there. Well, you can understand when you fold it over and you need some time out. You can see why the ball gets dislodged. So hopefully he's okay. Just winding. We need to go to the sidelines there for a bit of a check-up on that one. So. Ernest, one of the sponsors there for the Hurricanes. I think Ernest from the Earning Yourself a cold bevy after the match. These lads have definitely earned it. Erica Mini, go Canes. Yep, they've got about 10 minutes. And literally, you see with the Canes, they've got some really good opportunities. They've got some options available to them. It's just at that critical moment, the pill seems to spill out. So, if they can score here early, they can force some pressure, force a turnover, get a quick score. Oh, that was, if it starts with the forward pack, that's a huge shove by the Canes. That one coming loose, so they're putting the pressure on. Canes trying to get themselves back into this one. As Doha go probing a big bump off. Who is that man? And there's the win. Now number 2. And a loss there by Doha. Guillermo, the number 2 there, the big man. Oh, what a beautiful ball out the back, the flick. Needs support, needs someone around him. Canes opportunity here, and yeah, just ran away from the support, got isolated. He did try to protect the ball. Just unfortunate there for, I believe it's Elliott Speed. I believe that's what we've got on our books. I might be wrong here. For the Canes, great opportunity, just unable to capitalize. Erica Mini, that's what they need. They need your support to say, go lads, go. And they've really picked it up in the last 60 seconds, I have to say, so they're probably hearing you from afar. This one didn't look straight to me, but referee's letting it go. And Canes' side, that's why. Let's see what they can do from here. They need a score in the next minute or so. Just really start giving them a chance to put themselves back in. It is a big ask. Number 9 from the Andre Gerber there, who's also on the Facebook, the YouTube feed. Not sure how he's doing it, how he's commenting and playing in the game for the Canes. Andre, you have to tell us how you do it, mate. Maybe he's got his phone in his pocket while he's playing. We've got Boris Fink here for the Canes. Not a bad kick, 10 metres out, so great opportunity still. Canes, for me, what they've got to do is they've got to be able to build those phases and look to get over 5 phases here. Probably on this left-hand side before they look to spread it. When they've done that and have held on the ball, they've created some really good opportunity. It's an absolute pooler of a day for rugby. We've got this. We've still got 10 more minutes of West Asia men's rugby. Then we've got Italy, France happening over the World Cup over in France, obviously. So more rugby to come. And the Canes control the pill at the moment. And they can try and maul it through. Some great defense here from Doha. They've really got their men covered really well, and daylight between the attacker, and it means that someone else was able to sneak in there and pilfer the ball. So one of the hard things the Canes would have to go back to. A bit more ball security, a bit more winning the contact, maybe standing your feet a little bit longer just to get the support. Still a big shout out to the referees, UAE_rugby refs on Instagram. Support the page, support the referees, support the officials that help grow this community, help grow this game. We need more officials to help out. So if you would like to reach out to them, put your hand up, start the process. You'll start obviously with the younger ones and look to progress over the next few years to help grow this beautiful game. So again, another opportunity. So Doha driven back, getting in the way there. Oh, that was a close one. Let's take it back again. Can't take it quickly, of course, second time. So Canes calling for the scrum. Remember, we've got about 5 minutes on our clock. Not sure what the referee's got on his. Actually, what I'm waiting for is a big boomfa. You guys all know what a boomfa is? Maybe it's a Kiwi thing. Big old boomfa. They'll run it straight. And in fact, if you've seen the run it straight competitions, they're absolutely fantastic to watch. It's basically a one-on-one. One's got the ball, and they need to try and bust straight through the other guy. So they're actually on a field. The field's probably literally maybe about 10 meters long and only about 5 meters wide. So there's a bit of a rectangle. They go one-on-one and they try and carry the ball and bust through. Canes here looking for a little chip through on this one. Allowed to play on. I thought it was offside actually. But yeah, check it out online later on after this game. You see a few big boomfas in that one. Killing the ball there, so it's the fourth card of the evening, and this one going the way of the Canes. So it's a bit of a collection. The old Treasury's not going to be very happy. Tina's not going to be happy about that. Those yellow cards, they cost a bit of money, I think. And so Canes, they'll have to see this one out without the full complement. Dorian, number 12. Vinvogel, I believe is the name. Dorian. Ray must be related to the family somewhere. Once more, Nate. Thank you for tuning in. Really, really appreciate it. This one bouncing around. Oh, nearly slipped up there. Oh, that's what pressure does to you. We saw that in the Uruguay-New Zealand game yesterday as well. Just great chase from Doha, putting the pressure on. And I've got to have a bit of a shout out here. Absolute shout out. Like I talk about officiating, we need more people to get involved with officiating and help grow the game here within the region. And this is Neil Horn who's controlling this one, I believe. I've been told. Neil Horn. Part of the Rugby Association here. UAE Rugby refs. Man, I'm actually blown away and absolutely fantastic. And I cannot say thank you enough to everyone who's tuned in. We're now about 125, 130 odd tuned in to watch this match as Hurricanes put on a massive shove, driving Doha back. So 38 minutes in and Canes still putting in the power they've got. That scrum has been an absolute weapon and they haven't been able to unleash it throughout this match. But still great to see. Full 80 minutes. Lads giving it a good go. I don't know if you guys know this, but Pio from the Hurricanes, Pio, number 4, Tony Matuku, he's got amazing flexibility. I don't know if you've played this game before when you've got to pick up a box off the floor and you cannot use your hands, you've got to kind of tip forward, bite it and pick it up. He was able to do the splits pretty much, lean all the way forward and pick like a thin bit of paper up off the ground. We were all like wow. Canes on the run on the outside, gain lots of space, and the winger for Canes, Ko Emerson, there making massive amount of ground, but a big shove on from Doha. Hurricanes though still with the ball in hand, and it's Elliot's speed. He's got the speed. I'm sure he's heard that one a few times. Canes with a quick tap and go. Look, oh, great bust through, a great step on the inside, outside. He needs support. This one's going to be behind and has been scored in the corner, but he's going to deliberate on this one. Is it a try to Boris Fink? I believe it's Boris Fink. I don't 100% know if that's correct, the number. That's what we've got written down here. Great breakaway from the Canes. Great intention. And you got to say, come on, sir, give it to him. And there you go. There you go, son. Beautiful 5 points for the Canes. 15 points at 35. That's all they needed was the opportunity. With a kick to come. He wants to take this one quick, get a few more points on the board. I mean, everyone plays the game for the love of it. The love of the over ball. You might have to kick this one, son. So from far on the side. Not a bad attempt at all, but this one just going off to the side. So unfortunately not making the extras on that one. There will be time for the kickoff, so I'm glad our clock is wrong and we get to see some more rugby. You can see though, Neil's looking at his watch. He's either thinking two things, making sure he knows when half time is, or wonder if he's going to get back home in time to pull the roast out of the oven. One of the two. Doha with the kick. This one, well, that's a bit of a shank, but number 13 from Doha, who was that? Doha 13, Michael Brink, I believe, possibly. Although I did actually hear from Tim earlier that the lads like to wear different shirts because they like their guns to poke out. So Matt Bourne, you're talking about the Canes and their shirt selection. Well, Doha seems to have a group discussion going on that they're all about the look and how their guns look. So there we go. And that brings us to the end of this West Asia Men's Premiership. It is Doha, the victors, 35 points to 15 here. The Doha over the Hurricanes with a great contest. There was great scrumming from the Canes, but there wasn't enough, and that wasn't meant to be for them. Doha, they had some power, they had some pace, they have a mix of everything, and that's what really gave them the edge in this game. They had a lot to offer, a lot in the arsenal. The defense was great, they're all well structured. They knew where they needed to be, they knew what they needed to do. Played well to the referee as well. And brought home the cookies, as they say. Who's your man of the match? Chuck your man of the match in the comment section. Let us know who you believe was the best player on the night. Just full confirmation there, full time by Hurricanes. Doha Rugby FC, the visitors, triumphant 35 points to 15. Chancel on the go. Yeah, Doha, yeah. So as you see here, great camaraderie between the lads. Hurricanes creating the tunnel. It's been one of those absolute pearler of the games. That's what we expect from Premiership Rugby. That's why we've got so many people tuning in from around the region. Like I said, so many people tuning in, so many people wanting to be a part of this, supporting the clubs. And so if you can support further, that'd be absolutely amazing. We'd love your support. Productions do cost a bit to happen. Clubs do cost a bit to run. So if your company or your organisation is able to support a club, please get a hold of them and let's take rugby forward together. Big shout out before we go to the medics, the physios from each team, the medical staff that help out to make sure the players are safe. A big shout again to the referees, the officials for being a part of that. Remember, go to Instagram UAE_rugby refs to support the referees and the growth of the officiating here in the region. Thank you to the visitors, Doha. Thank you to Dubai Hurricanes, the hosts. Thank you to the Seven Stadium for what's been an absolute stunner night of rugby here throughout the evening. It's been an absolute pleasure having you with us. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Enjoy the rest of the rugby. And we'll see you next time on RCC.